Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Welcome to the Lost at Home podcast. My name is Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And welcome back to yet another holiday season edition of the Lost at Home podcast.
That's right, baby. Otherwise known as episode 243, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. I think it's at 5 threes there. 3 to the 5th. Boom. For all my primies out there, that's a prime factorization.
3 to the 5th, worst Christmas song ever recorded.
Yeah, 3 to the 5th, yeah, we're better than S Club 7, O-Town 5. That wasn't a real band, but 98 Degrees was. Numbers and bands are cool. I assume that we're a boy band or a girl band.
Nice.
Cool.
I was going to go more with like a Jingle Bells podcast sell. This one doesn't much. No. Actually, we have a lot of listeners.
In general, actually, podcasts don't sell a goddamn thing except for Casper mattresses and Blue Aprons,
Me 23s,
subscriptions, and stamps.com.
Yeah.
We don't have any of them as sponsors because we're cool, but go to patreon.com/lostathome and you'll see we have some great things for you to take home.
Actually, it's probably late in the month to be doing this, but we do have a sponsor, which is Bandbox.
Yes, we do.
If you go to bandbox.com and use offer code LAH10, you get 10% off of one of their premium geekware boxes.
Yes,
which, are
they have some very cool stuff there.
Yeah, often superhero, horror themed. You get you don't get like Funko Pops and all that other crap like you get in Loot Crate.
Yeah, not that we're saying Funko Pops are crap, but in other words, it's stuff that you could just buy at a Walmart.
Yeah,
you're not
like,
going to get
a lot
that.
of the other ones are a mix match bag of things you buy at Walmart.
Yes.
Bandbox is unique in the sense that it will give you Hollywood replicas, signed items, just really cool stuff. Last month had a bunch of animation stuff.
That's right. I got a human trafficked child in mine.
Nice. That is not
Just
something
kidding.
you
Actually,
can get at Walmart
yes.
because they're busy at work.
They're busy hiring the child trafficked slaves to build all their shitty toys. Just kidding. Bandbox does not condone. That's how you lose sponsors. I wonder why we don't have Casper.com anymore. Is CasperMattress.com? I don't know. I'm gonna get one of the mattresses.
If you want
though.
a comfortable mattress to rape your sex slave on, Casper has the equal levels of human degradation and comfort that you've been looking for.
I'm going to go ahead and say that any money we make from patreon.com from here forward will go directly into our pockets and not support a better cause whatsoever. I was about to actually say.
It does go to a better cause, our own show, because every dollar you spend on patreon.com
that is cocky.
keeps the lights on here at the studio because this isn't a free show.
Actually,
It costs us money.
It's probably like 70 or 80 cents on the dollar or something like that, right? Because Patreon got to keep some. That's the whole point of their thing, their shtick, right? They're kind of like Kickstarter, where they, which is different than kidkicker.com or shit. I messed that one up. Anyway, go to patreon.com/lostathome, check that out, but also go to bandbox.com and enter the LAH10 code and get one of those awesome little boxes because they have some cool stuff in there. And they'll be, if you're like, I don't know what to get so-and-so, and they like geeky stuff, that's what you do because they're not going to be able to get that anywhere else. Also, you can give them the gift of monthly services. So what better than somebody getting a gift in February, March, April, May, June, July, not August. Fuck that month. Fuck August.
Hey, Jer.
What's up?
I have a question for you.
Yeah, okay.
How do you feel about Baby It's Cold Outside
14
being banned?
inches. Boom. I'm making a penis joke.
Oh, I thought that was a snow joke.
Oh, it could have been. God damn it. Yeah,
But
okay.
how do you feel about Baby It's Cold Outside being banned all across North America?
Well, it's not banned.
It's being...
Stores are and
It's being taken off of radio stations' rotations.
Clear channel stations and stores and stuff are not playing it. Yes, it is not banned in America. We do not ban things like that.
Now, the song was recorded in 1950-ish.
I don't know.
And the woman who is now the daughter of the person who sung it, who gets the royalties for it being played, is taking a financial hit this year because people are literally saying it's a rapey song when it's just a 1950s song, and people talked differently that way. But it has nothing to do with rape.
One of the we were actually talking about our good friend Kyle Brock from MacTac podcast. MacTac, shout out.
Never heard of him or it.
Never mind then. a friend of mine, anyway, not the show.
What's a Mac Tax?
Started.
What's a Brock? Who's Kyle?
Our relationship started.
You're in a relationship with a man named Kyle?
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Well, only if you Brock.
What? Oh, we could totally turn that into a sex term, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he brocked all over my face.
You brocked so hard last night.
Oh, man, Kyle brocked all over my mouth.
It's like docking where you come in hot and you break both dicks.
Oh, man, we went in for... We brocked, man. We brocked and we spent all night in the fucking emergency room.
Bent dick syndrome.
Also known as a brock. We can use for a lot of things. Anyway, our good friend Kyle Brock of the show, we actually started our relationship with me hiring from Fiverr to do a creepy reading of Girl Watcher.
You paid a man to do things for you.
I did, yes.
And it was about stalking women.
Well, no, he
you
was
hired a man to do a thing with you about stalking women.
Yes,
That's what I just heard.
I have hired many a men to do things.
I'm too lazy to stalk. Thank you, Fiverr, for hiring a man to do it for me.
Needed, stalker, dark web. I'm not familiar with it yet. Don't have Tor browser. Need somebody to help me out. He's like, well, normally I do voices. This is my Kyle Brock impression, clearly.
I get stalker as Bella Lugosi or Lugosi.
Yeah, or Morgan Freeman. And there she was, with the lights off and me in the bushes, looking like a dainty dame with the Knight of Crisco.
Knight of Crisco? Is that like Krampus Day?
Is
that a new holiday I'm not aware of?
Crisco night.
Well, it was 5 days before Christmas, and as the family and I settled into a night of eggnog, trimming the tree, and, a little bit of light stalking.
Yeah. Daddy, is it Crisco night? No.
But you gotta get greased up very well to fit through the reef they put on their door to hide their mail slot.
The old mail slot. Yes, it's my favorite place on the Christmas.
I like to call it a person slot, but that doesn't sound any less sexual.
Yes. Oh, you're so 2018, so woke. You and your person slots instead of mail slots. Anyway, the point I was trying to make was that we intentionally had somebody read this in a creepy voice, this old song called Girl Watcher, which was sort of rapey and creepy and stalky.
Oh, that song is very... I will not even fucking fight for that song. It's pretty
exactly.
creepy.
But just like some innuendo in a Christmas song, and people are like, maybe people will take it wrong. Like, I'm sorry. I mean,
yeah, there's
like,
a line in the song about something being put in her drink. But it's literally the fact that they're drinking spiked eggnog, and that's normal. And she just wanted to know if there was booze in her drink. Yeah. And she keeps mentioning leaving, which in 1950s, if you were a girl and you were like, I want to spend the night, you're a fucking slut and everyone's going to hate you in town.
Yeah.
She was being demure to, not seem like a slut in 1950, which was easy to do.
Yeah.
Want to see my ankle?
Old slut!
Yep, pretty much.
Boom!
So the fact that SJWs in 2018 have made this song
nothing
not
worse.
exist.
Which like and really what it is,
How about
they put
we just
pressure.
fight Trump? Can we just fight Trump?
Or
We don't need to attack this woman's royalties.
If there's a ton of things
And
that
a
are
pretty
and I'm not one of those people that says like, oh, there's something worse, so you shouldn't fight the lesser things, because you should still. We can walk and chew gum at the same time, most of us. But some things are just not worth fighting about. There's a whole thing about PETA trying to create these new terminologies instead of like killing two birds with one stone. All this like they're trying to like come out with more animal friendly things.
Building multiple birds references with projectiles.
No, that's even still
Their
too aggressive.
reflexes should be built so they could be better
Too
flyers.
aggressive. I think it was something
that
like
way they'll not get hit by wind turbines.
I think it was like massage two birds on one table or some creepy thing.
That's
not exactly like that.
It
wasn't that at all,
shit.
but that's definitely what I would do. Like, oh yeah, every single new reference has
if
massaging.
If you stroke the taint of a pigeon, its asshole reflexes outward into a prolapsed flower.
Oh yes, and
it's like watching a corpse plant flower for the first time in years.
And I'm a vegetarian, so I can eat that flower till the fucking cows come home. Oh, cows come home, that's a bad one. Oh no, cows coming home, it's good. I'm a vegan. And I'm okay with that.
No, the cows coming home save the plants they were eating because they're not eating them anymore, but they usually come home to slaughter.
And we've had this conversation, like, most of the things that, like, say, vegans or social justice warriors are fighting for are good. It's just when they're actually concentrating so much of their effort on these ridiculous things that literally will make no difference.
It's the same argument you could make for anything far right or anything far left.
Yes.
Once you
get so far to one side,
are a circle.
and really all you're doing is jerking yourself off and patting each other on the back for the people who think exactly like
Politics
you.
are a circle. You go far enough around, they become the same crazy.
And you're really just you're pushing the people who might actually at some point come over to your side way further away. You're actually doing damage to your cause at that point.
Hey, real quick question for you.
Yeah. Another one. This is like you're interviewing me.
Off topic.
Yes.
Who does a better Cosby impression, you or I?
Well, I don't think we've ever tried to have a Cosby off.
Do you want to have a Cosby off?
Because it was funny because I was actually thinking about Bill Cosby when you were singing that song. I'd be like, "Oh, there's this nice man."
I mean, we can
trying to give this. No.
Before you start, let's set one parameter.
Okay, what's that?
You can't do one of his voices where he's doing a voice. You can't do Fat Albert because everyone
No.
go.
You have to speak as him in like one of his stand-up acts.
Normal, normal Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go first or second?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and choose. You gave me the option. I'm gonna go second.
Ooh, okay. That puts me on the spot because I wasn't prepared to go first.
I know that's my.
You gotta put the pills in the cappuccino. When you got the cappuccino, you got the froth on top, and you're wearing a sweater. What you gotta do, you gotta put the pills in the cappuccino early. They turn into the foam, or it turns into this frothy thing, and then you're just gonna drink it.
There, that's where I'm gonna end because I feel like I failed.
That's pretty good. I do like the fact that just in case people didn't know you were doing Cosby, you explained his attire.
Hey, half of doing an impression sometimes is explaining the impression.
You know, some of the best impressions out there are not the ones that sound anything like the person.
Sweater.
Yeah, some of the best impressions are like the ones. I mean, one of the best impressions of George Herbert Walker Bush was Dana Carvey, who sounded nothing like him, but he's one of the most memorable impressions of George H.W. Bush, for instance.
Let's hear yours.
All right, we put the Jello in the thing, and then we put the pill in the Jello, and then we put the sweater on, because I'm also wearing a sweater. And Theo, can you come over and help me drag Rudy up to her room so I can go have fun with her mom?
Actually, I feel like we if you were to combine us, I think we have
we make one. Yeah,
because I'm getting a little more of the huskiness and a little more of the babbliness. You're hitting most of the lines right and doing most of the verbiage right. So we're almost halfway there.
Theo, Rudy.
So I think what I figured out here.
Oh my God, like him just. I just want to do a cut of Rudy Giuliani saying stupid things, and then cut Bill Cosby going, Rudy.
All right, I have an idea. Okay, we're going to sing Baby It's Cold Outside, Dueling Cosbys.
Oh, God.
Because we're not...
Neither one of us... Cosbys. I'm air quoting here very hard.
Well, we're also not good at doing the Cosby impressions, so we're going to get two different Cosbys.
Very different people, yes.
All right, so we're going to start with the first line.
Why don't you take the regulars, I'll take the parentheses here.
Okay. I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
Wait. I mean, that's Cosby having a stroke, first of all.
You gotta do the hey.
It's like Bobcat Goldthwait and fucking Bill Cosby had a kid.
I've got...
No, do your warm-up. Do your warm-up. Do your...
my warm-up? Okay.
Hey.
It starts with... You said if we start laughing, we need to stop.
The laughing turns me into Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah.
All right. It's too funny to do my warm-up because my warm-up line is, I'm not going to rape this girl.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
rape this girl. All right.
I've got to go away.
Well, baby, it's cold outside, Rudy.
This evening has been...
hoping that you drop in, Jello.
So very nice.
I'll hold your hands just like ice, Rudy.
My mother...
Okay, this is a train wreck. Okay. I would rather do Bobcat Goldthwait at this point.
Why don't you do that then? Why don't you just do Bobcat Goldthwait?
First line.
I really can't stay.
It isn't Bobcat Goldthwait either.
It was a bobcat when you were trying to do Bill Cosby.
So I'm gonna try
And then
to
you
Bill Cosby,
and then you tried
and
to do that.
you allow it to become Bobcat.
Why don't you just do whatever voice it was you were doing? It would be fine.
I really can't stay.
Well, baby, it's cold outside.
I'm gonna go away.
But baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
hoping you'd drop in.
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands just like they're ice, bud.
My mother.
Let's skip down to the
start. Don't worry, that's a line I trip on every time.
Yep. Oh, beautiful. What's your hurry? See?
What are you doing? That just turned into a new character too.
Keep going. I'm gonna just Haven.
My mother will start to worry. I'm just giving up on that line.
Beautiful. What's your hurry?
My father will be pacing on the floor.
Listen to the fireplace roar.
So early I gotta scurry.
Beautiful. Please don't hurry. Goof.
Well, maybe just a half a drink more.
Put some records on while I pour.
The neighbors might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
See what's in this drink.
No cabins to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Oh, your eyes are like starlight now.
to break this spell.
I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell.
Oh, I thought to say, no, sir.
Mind if I move in closer, boo?
At least I'm not gonna say that I tried.
Well, you should have, but what's the sense in hurting my privacy?
Wow, 9 voices, 9 bad impressions, each.
Zero good
0 Cosby.
out of any of that.
Like, I feel like if I'm just talking as Cosby, like, hey,
No, it's yeah.
Rudy, get down here. I'm not done raping your sister.
Baby,
Now
the
that's some
jello
work.
and the Theo.
I feel the harder you try to do Cosby.
And the go for no shoe from Blue.
Well, a lot of other podcasts
I've never been a Cosby impression guy.
No,
Never about to say I was ever going to try to be. Never have been.
Sometimes you need to do the rape, and
See,
you just
that's-
want to put the pudding in the pudding pot. And when she says no, you make her go to sleep with a cappuccino. Why can I do it now when I couldn't do it when I was singing?
Yeah, it has to do...
Wait, should we reference singing? Are we editing all of that out?
No, we'll keep some of it. I think we'll keep
Let's
all
keep,
of it.
Let's keep.
I don't feel like editing this week. I got a busy week. That's
Jared
actually not even true.
doesn't feel like doing the editing. He's just sucking on a pop, and Rudy's in the other room and doesn't want to come out because his mom isn't crying anymore. That means she went to sleep. She doesn't like to be awake when I drug her. You
sound a little bit more like a weak old limp-wristed Hulk Hogan is what I'm thinking. Maybe
I know.
Hulkster is just coming in here
Impressions
and
are
saying,
hard to do. I mean, if anyone's listened to the show for a while, if you listen from episode 1,
I don't like N-words and I don't like F-words, and most of the things I don't like are people who try to put me over the fucking belt.
Chair's doing muscle arms for the listeners.
If anyone's just for you.
If anyone's listened to the show since episode 1, you will know I started the show being able to do a pirate voice. My repertoire has grown greatly, but I'm still not at Jer level. And when we try to do things off the cuff, like we just tried, hilarity ensued
and failure ensued.
That was a fucking train wreck, but I think I love it, and I actually am going to listen back to this and probably cry laughing.
Yes.
If you
the
could,
only person who will
if
cry
you could
laughing.
throw the music
The
behind
rest of
it
you will just be
and
crying.
we hit the lines with the right cadence, that would be amazing.
I just told you I didn't want to do a lot of editing, and you're saying, here's the thing we just randomly ranted.
And speed up and slow down each individual line to meet the cadence. That would be perfect.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's like a good 16 hours worth of work. That's a solid thing I'll do.
Hit us up on patreon.com/lostandhome. That's how we make money for the show. $3 a month gets you all the extra content we throw on there. And if you pay enough money, Jer will feel like it's a job, and he will do it.
I would do that.
He will fucking do something.
Yes, for, let's say, $20 an hour. That's $320 or so. If you can get me that, then I'll fucking do it.
We all have our price. And you know what the price of the holiday season is? Enjoying holiday horror movies. Jared and I do this to an extent that might be criminal. But we bring you this week 2 holiday picks. Jared, you have the first one. I have the second one. These are holiday horror movies that we suggest to you to watch during the season if you're having a little bit of a Halloween FOMO at this point.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
Halloween on way.
It's so far away. It's a little less far away than Thanksgiving. When you were having the FOMO for Halloween there,
I missed the Halloween where...
No, that wasn't a voice.
Just stop
that wasn't a voice. That wasn't a voice.
That was you just like in mid-belch trying to speak the next line you had in your head.
I'm gonna read this in a voice that you can't even figure out. Hey, you know what? If you hear hints of something, let me know. It'll help me work on future impressions.
Okay, sure. So I've got the first pick. So
that was dismissive as fuck.
As we mentioned, we miss Halloween, but that does not mean that horror has to be done. Not only that, I've actually already stacked up a queue of just winter horror movies. So once Christmas is done, I can get to the Christmas horror movies, just move on to pure winter horror movies. We are in probably what might be one of the longest winters.
January? Are we doing that?
I mean, I'm just gonna do. I mean, me personally, I'm gonna
a
just
horror
watch
movie where there's
horror
snow,
movie all the time.
like Dead Snow,
Dead
the better sequel, Dead Snow 2, which suddenly became a comedy.
Dead Snow 2. There's. I just recently watched The Children, which is also sort of comedy, which is actually very good as well. That was a British movie from the 2007-2008 era that predated Mom and Dad, but it's kind of the inverse of that. Predated Cooties, but is also similar to that, but actually kind of better in story and implementation than both of those. That's not the one I'm bringing to the table, though.
I haven't watched Goonies in so long. When you said that, I was just in my head going like, I'm the pig man. Because I feel like there's that in that movie, but I haven't seen it in so long. Yeah. Wait, there's Chunky?
Oh, Chunk in Goonies, yes.
But there's also a deformed guy, right?
Well, yeah,
Isn't that
Sloth.
Isn't that the goon?
The Sloth.
Yeah, the goon. From the title Goonies.
From Goonies. I mean, the Goonies are what they call them as a group, right? Like that's what like the fat kid and all that.
I thought that was tongue-in-cheek referring to all the retarded and handy-capable people in the movie.
Yes, that's what they used to call those back in the mid-'80s to be PC. Goonies is what they would call them people instead of freaks and handy-capable.
We need 4 kids menus at table 7. Well, those look like adults. I'm not bringing them kids menus.
They're Goonies.
Nah, they're Goonies.
Yeah, all retards. No, Goonies. Like one's a retard. One's a like a freak show. One's actually a child, but also a retarded
Bring them the
freak
laminated menus. They can't eat through those.
Yes, and they also drool a lot. So we go through a lot of money in non-laminated menus, just trying to save you some cash. Anyway, so
your house is on a tilt. It saved me wheelie chair movement. Like gravity took hold.
Yeah, gravity works.
I told Jared to keep talking, but I decided to talk off
to
mic.
Chime in when you were 40 feet away. That's good.
I don't follow the conventions of society, whether they be polite, grammatical,
or professional. My pick this holiday season for this third week of our picks here is Rare Exports: A Christmas Tale. This is a Finnish movie. Not a finished movie, a Finnish movie from Finland.
I was just going to say that.
I could see it in your fucking... we worked together for too long, almost 250 episodes.
You're like my wife. She can identify before I'm about to say something, before I say it. She's like, you get that look.
That's right, and we both suck your dick so good.
I won't say that out loud on the podcast.
Well, I know I suck your dick so good. So maybe maybe what you're saying is she doesn't and
Number 1, it's not a competition. Number 2, we don't need to announce winners.
You know what? We're all winners in sucking your dick. Aww. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that's an awe moment.
I'm blushing.
Yeah, we're all winners.
I'm blushing.
This is the Finnish movie about people living in Korvatunturi.
Not a real place. Watch Game of Thrones if you want to hear names that sound more real.
Which is funny because this is actually a real place in Lapland, actually, of all things, which I'm sure is Lapland.
You've been to Lapland.
Yeah, no, it's in Finland.
It's in my pants.
It's also in Finland. Yes.
No, I just called this Lapland.
I know.
I also make you gargle with the
we've already talked about your dick.
I make you gargle with the semen in a Finnish accent, which is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't even know how to do a Finnish accent.
It's a lot of R's and a lot of gurgly sounds.
That whole area of the world, like the way, like because it's a Korvatunturi is how I would say this. I'm sure when they pronounce it, it is completely different.
And it probably sounds beautiful.
Oh, and of course it is. It's poetic. Everything they say sounds like it's gargling poeticness. It's
like
beautiful.
the French, unless we pick on the French.
Was French? It's a little more of like a frothy throat, also sexy though. I mean, like, but it's but like this is.
Hey, real
dude,
quick
there's
before you get
nothing
into your
like
story, what's your
any Swedish like name or Finnish word or Nordic anything sounds fucking amazing and like poetry. Doesn't matter what they're saying. They'd be like, "I hate you," and I'll be like, "Oh, say it again, beautiful." Any listeners from the Nordic regions? Any Swedish, Finnish, Icelandic, even? Actually,
Call
Norway.
in.
So,
to the number will drop soon, actually.
In a few
'cause we
episodes,
actually are going to have a call-in number
Anyway,
soon.
so you were going to get into fetishes before.
I was going to interrupt you one last time.
Yes.
What is the sexiest accent on earth for you? For me, it's British.
It's definitely not British for me.
Any girl who can look at you and be like, right, yeah, I'll put that cock in my mouth.
Well, that's the thing is actually that's why I think I like Australian a little bit better because it's a little edgier and it's a little sexier for me.
No, I like a proper British accent. Like, oh, yeah.
But
I'd like to put that cock in my mouth.
That being said, I don't know, man. Like honestly, any accent, I don't even think I could. I could finish it.
Hey y'all, when I'm done with my brother, want to hop on
Honestly,
board?
no. As a female, like something about a southern drawl is still like hot.
Really?
But like a dude is just like, shut up, dum dum.
Want me to fix your tractor? Nope.
I mean, yeah, I
Want me
would.
to fix your tractor? Well, yeah. If
Well,
my
she sounded
tractor's
like
my
that.
dick.
No, yeah, no. I mean, no.
Y'all
But
want some
what I'm saying is,
sweet
as an American, what I mean foreign accent. So, in other words, people speaking English.
Any foreign accent for you works.
Whereas, like when you're speaking English and you're just using like you have an accent,
You really
it's
don't
not
have a
necessarily-
preference because accents are so different. Like a Japanese girl, and like, oh yeah.
No. I have ones that I definitely like more. I would say definitely like Swedish, and then like the Czech, Eastern European, and then Australian. I would say for sure.
I'd
Those
say
three right
say
there.
British accent for talking to me. Japanese accent for fucking.
Interesting.
Yep, that's my line in the sand of the world. I drew my own continental divide.
You did, yeah. You're putting up that wall.
No, it's more of a shallow trench.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a sign up called Scott's Pussy Trench. Oh, Scott, you are not going to win with such things that I just pretended you said. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale, Finnish movie about people living in Korvantunturi, which is an area in northern Finland bordering Russia. Folklore says this is the origin of Father Christmas. Father Christmas gave us is the origin of Santa Claus. Essentially,
Father of Sun Christmas.
We actually stole Santa Claus from this idea of Father Christmas, which is much older. And Father Christmas supposedly lives in this region and has his toy workshop there. It's very close to the North Pole. It's about almost as close as you can get when it comes to actual socially inhabitable areas. And in this movie, it takes place in that region, and it was also made around that region. And there's a group of British, and I believe they're on the Russian side of this, British researchers who end up sort of accidentally, but sort of on purpose, against their own nature or necessity, digging up Santa Claus or Father Christmas, who turns out to not be what the kids thought that, or were taught that he was.
I've seen this movie. It's very good,
and it turns out to be very cool. It's like a low budget indie thing, but the thing is, though, it's actually the highest rated Christmas movie on Rotten Tomatoes right now, which actually is crazy because it actually outdoes Better Watch Out by just a few and Gremlins, which I don't necessarily agree with. Gremlins is a classic that should never be overtaken.
It's a Christmas movie that should be. But I rewatched it recently with Kelly, my wife, who has never seen it. It has some awkward musical moments and sound effects.
They have the N-word musical, which I thought was weird, but it was 84.
No,
it was 1984, and I was like, you know what? They can little creatures, the Mogwai,
but it has sound effects where like something hits our head in a wall, and you're like bonk.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it was a kid's horror movie, essentially. Yeah. But anyway, so Rare Exports is actually on as far as Rotten Tomatoes is concerned. Take that for what you will. Is considered one of the best, if not the best, Christmas horror movie out there. It's a dark fantasy horror. It has great elements of like the child centric kid saving Christmas thing like you would get in a Christmas Story or something like that. But it also has the awesomeness of fucking crazy, really creepy Santa Clauses. It's also based on a couple of shorts that I have not seen that I do actually want to see, because the old shorts of Rare Exports is based on people mining Santa Clauses and shipping them across the world for a sum of money.
Yeah.
And it actually this tucks that in there, but for the most part, it's its own little standing piece of horror gold.
My pick is part of the new Hulu horror series.
Yeah, you're right on the ball. This is fresh. Mine was from 2010. Yours is 2 weeks ago. Not even a week ago, I think.
If you are aware of Into the Dark on Hulu,
Probably 3 days
or
ago,
if you're not aware of Into the Dark on Hulu, it is a series of episodes, if you
want to
will.
call it, yeah.
They're an
Monthly
hour,
horror movies.
Well,
yes.
they're an hour and 20 minutes each, meaning they're really well-length horror movies.
That's about the right length for most horror movies for me. I love those. Rare Exports is about 80 minutes long as well. Yep.
Their first two that came out, and to give you a little preface, they're doing 12 episodes over all 12 months of the year.
They started in October, right?
Nope.
They started with Halloween.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
What they're doing is they're doing a month of horror, like a movie each month, and it's themed on the holiday of that month.
Yeah.
So we started in October with The Body, which was a Halloween episode. Felt like a Tales from the Crypt episode, kind of tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of humor, a lot of blood, about a hitman trying to move a body across town, and everyone thinks it's his costume. Thanksgiving month felt a little more like Tales from the Dark Side. It had more.
I love the fact that you're nerdy enough to be able to differentiate, and I'm sure a lot of listeners are as well.
Hell yeah.
I totally can.
Hell yeah.
It's like Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, Outer Limits, and Twilight Zone. All different. And not only that, just different generations of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
This felt more like Tales from the Dark Side. It was more of a slow burn, but it was really good, had a good payoff, and dealt with an agoraphobic teen trying to figure out if her dad's a murderer.
Okay.
Cool. You move into Christmas, and this is my pick, which I consider cinematic. This should have been on the big screen. I would have gone to the fucking theater tomorrow to watch it.
Well, the thing is, though, this is done by a company that we absolutely love. Blumhouse, which is no surprise that they have a cinematic value to some of the stuff that they do. Yeah.
So Puka is about a struggling actor who gets a holiday seasonal job as a Christmas character in a plush suit to help promote the hottest new toy of the year, Puka. At first, it's a fun and friendly distraction from his normal rigors of always auditioning for actor jobs and never getting them or getting them and not liking them. But he slowly develops two personalities. One where he's in the suit and one where he's outside of it.
See, I haven't seen this yet, and I watched, and I read the description. I was actually hoping you would bring this one to the table because I was curious it was any good, because...
It's amazing, and the
I thought it was
description
actually about like a
doesn't do
toy, and I was like, evil toy, Chucky's done it. I didn't realize it was about like a multiple personality thing inside of like a plush. That's cool. I like this.
It essentially plays out as a possessed costume.
That's cool, man. I like it.
As you watch it, you're not sure when it does bad, if he's in it or reacting to what the costume did while he's away. It's a mind trip.
And this is, and you have here are the notes as well, which I'm sure you would have gotten to had I not interrupted you. But I loved the film Colossal. I thought that was actually a really fun monster movie. A little bit of like fun old school, horror, Godzilla type horror
Kaiju.
and stuff like that. Yeah,
Kaiju
it's a kaiju
horror.
movie. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's by somebody who did that.
The neat part of the toy is it's like a Furby, but when a kid talks to it, it repeats back to you what it says, but it chooses naughty or nice. So a kid will be like, "Where's my mom?" And I'll be like, "Where's my mom?" And then another kid will be like, "I can't find my peanut butter sandwich." And he goes,
Where's my peanut butter sandwich?
Oh, sweet.
it has like a naughty and nice feature.
Yeah.
Which means the costume he's wearing also has that feature where he wears it and he's nice, and then he's not wearing it and it's naughty. And you really...
Oh, interesting.
But also it's a mind trip because you don't know when you're watching it if he's in the suit when it's naughty or if he is and it's controlling him.
And it's
trippy.
So there's a little bit of a psychological horror element to it as well as the... Yeah, gotcha. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Visually,
I love watching
it's
all that.
stunning.
Yep.
The leads are amazingly good. Great actors. I would highly recommend this to anyone.
And my thought is, in January, we're not gonna bring a New Year's horror to the table because there are very few of those. I'm probably just gonna be talking about cold movie horror, which I have a lot of stashed up as well. But anyway, I'm hoping people can continue to enjoy their Halloween time by continuing their movie watching by taking some of our recommendations into account. We've got one more week of that because we're only doing it up till Christmas, and so we've got one more week of the Christmas holiday stuff. Next week is the last
one more week.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show proper. If you're a first time listener,
Yeah, maybe you've been too busy brocking to fucking like listen to the show before.
If you're a first-time listener,
We're sorry. Usually we get into this like 10 minutes in, but this is like a different type of show.
Yeah, well, the
Holiday
podcast...
spirit is amongst us.
Well, we're a celebrity interview podcast where when we can get a celebrity on the show, we interview them. Our very last interview was with the actor who played Michael Myers in the new Halloween.
Courtney.
And it was a great interview where he told us how he got into the mindset of being Michael Myers for the new Halloween movie, and he was a great guest. Go back about 4 episodes to hear it. If you're a new listener and also are wondering what we do in the off weeks, well, we take news stories deep down from the internet. We pull them to the surface. We explore them. We talk about them. And then we twist them into new content.
Yes.
Whether it be a movie, a TV show, a stand-up actor, or a comic book.
we jerk each other off for 35 minutes, and then maybe we talk about a news story.
Comedy Gold was announcing that 37 minutes into our hour-long podcast.
First of all, no first-time listeners are here anymore. They're just like, what the fuck did I tune into? We lost them. We got plenty of time to get them back. We got time to get them back.
If you're a first-time listener and you're still here with us, go to iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. Whatever you write, we will read out loud on the show. And if it works, we'll do voices.
And we'll make fun of it. If you put in parentheses a voice for us to read it in at the very end of your review, we'll fucking do it.
Even if we can't,
we will try. I'm not going to say it's going to be good, but if in parentheses you go Cosby voice, boom, we're going to do whatever we just did massacred a little while ago. Don't even try.
5-star review, Christopher Walken. 5 stars.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I enjoyed
those 5 stars.
And it was good. As best as it could be.
See? That's Christopher Walken.
Not even close. Nope. But you know what?
But if you put it in there enough,
everyone's Christopher Walken.
Exactly. Well, fine. Just a little of that. That's good.
Oh, wow. You're way better at it than I would.
That's fine.
You could even have year 1, episode 5, Butter.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving you a cue for me.
Not Paula Poundstone. Paula Dean. Yes.
Yeah, I read this one in Paula Dean's voice. All you gotta do when you cook is throw some butter in that pan. You just saute it in that butter, and then sugar. All you're gonna do is get butter on your food and your lap, and you just shit butter, and then your cousin wants a butt fuck. You're like, oh, Paula Dean says it goes up the poop shoot shooter.
you got a little bit of Bill Cobb. You're like, oh, poop shoot shooter there. Web droppings. How's that?
Web droppings.
You ruined it.
Wait, what did he do?
Because Yoda wouldn't finish it with the end of the sentence.
Oh, that wasn't Yoda.
That was totally Yoda.
That was
he
Miss
would have
Piggy.
said, like, droppings are this, or
that was
webs
I
are...
was trying to do Miss Piggy.
Ooh, droppings are this.
Oh,
Creamy.
Good, Miss Piggy. Thank you for validating your earlier impression. I'm glad you fixed what you broke.
All right, we've talked a lot on the show about women marrying ghosts and spirits and such like that. We have an update on one that I don't think we've actually covered yet. We've covered plenty of people doing this, but this specific person that we're going to talk about, I don't think we've covered in the past. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this may have not. Predated our show.
Yeah, there was
an
update
married.
within the story about how this woman. We'll just start off with saying that her name is Amanda Teague, 46. She had a previous story where
you having problems with and reading that?
I just had to scroll through to find her name.
Oh, okay. No, it looked to me you were just like sounding it out in your head, like a man T. A manatee was. No, it's Amanda T.
No, she spent 4,000 pounds previous years ago to look exactly like Jack Sparrow, which I gotta say, she came pretty close.
Not bad.
It's not bad considering, she's not a man and she's also not the Jack Sparrow.
How do you know?
Well,
do you know her sexual idea, like how she identifies? Come on.
Well, we do know
she doesn't have she wasn't born with a penis. You mean?
We do know from this story that she got married to a ghost.
Yeah,
she did. 300-year-old pirate, also named Jack. I feel like her lie to the media lacks creativity. I did air quotes there.
Yes.
I'm also saying this slow enough to enunciate
Yes, I
air
was
quotes.
marrying a pirate named Pirate.
Yeah.
And I thought he was very, very neato.
Well, she also says this pirate was Haitian. Don't know many Haitians named Jack. Not that I know that many people of Haitian descent, but to be clear,
Here's the thing. Let's
Jack
just
is
base on-
Jack
base-
is a very Anglo name.
It seems like unless it's spelled with a lot of different vowels and consonants that we don't usually spell Jack with, I'm guessing not Haitian.
Yeah.
Although, again, I don't know. The Anglos fucking invaded a lot of places and named people different things. So maybe based on the time period, 300 years ago, the Anglos had jumped on in there and go like, "You're Jack now."
Yep. Last year,
I mean, that was a slave colony, you know. So
true.
Before it became Haiti, it was one of the
Way
first
too
free.
true. Truth, Bob.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was one of the first that actually had its own independence too from slavery. So
A year ago, she married Haitian pirate Jack. She married him in international waters off the coast of Ireland and considers him her soulmate. They have called it off just days before a year has passed. She took to social
so this
media.
was okay. So this was actually it's funny that this actually evaded us because I don't think we covered this story when we were covering all our other.
No, we somehow missed this.
Okay.
A year later, she took to social media after the divorce saying, "So, I feel it's time to let everyone know that my marriage is over. I will explain all in due course, but for now, all I want to say is be very careful when dabbling in spirituality. It's not something to mess with."
Listen, all I was trying to do is get myself a nice piece of Irish ass. Over here in Haiti, I was a pirate, and a few hundred years ago, just because the old pirate Viagra don't work no more, the old ghost dick don't work as much anymore, suddenly she was all, "I don't want to marry you
Why
anymore."
is your Haitian pirate off the coast of Ireland Irish?
Cause this is here, like always, an Irish pirate beforehand. That's why she fell in love with
Oh
me.
my god, that should be a ghost rule. Wherever you haunt, you pick up the accent.
Yes, that's right. I've been 300 years. What do you expect, man? If you like, you come to America when you're like 40 years old. And now you're 304 years old. You don't think you're going to speak American for the most part.
It's never too late to start writing Frighteners 2.
Yes, yeah, that's
You
what
remember? You remember the Frighteners with
Yes,
Michael J. Fox?
Peter Jackson, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
I've been around for 300 years, man. I've seen a lot of movies.
Yep.
And the thing is, it's the fact that the Viagra didn't work anymore and my dick didn't work. So she's like, "I'm out of here."
Sadder stories have been told.
You know, it's too bad. You know,
You thought I was going to say sadder stories have never been told. No, sad and sadder stories have been told.
Oh yeah, we have definitely covered like stories way sadder than that. Like your dick doesn't work because you're a 300-year-old ghost. Boom, dude, move on. Fucking go find some ghost pussy. That's all there is to it.
Ghost pussy.
Is that like a non-copyright version of Ghostbusters?
That's exactly what it is. It's so we don't get sued.
That's very well done. Like just enough so I recognize it, but totally massacred so we can't get sued. Like, no, this is clearly not your song. Like you would not want to take like
Ghost
Viagra.
Viagra.
Yeah. Ghost Viagra. Do.
When you're not hard, but you're in this town, and your girl, she's ready to get down. Ghost Viagra.
All right.
When you're ready to fuck, but you go suck dick.
More.
Where you gonna put it? Ghost Viagra.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think you could fall off the rails anymore, but
Oh no, they can't even follow rhyme verse just to make sure a lawyer doesn't like follow their like cadence.
yeah. So, like they just throw extra syllables into shit. Yeah.
My dick's broke.
My dick is broke. My dick is broke. And I do when a thing is woke. And I want to think what a thing is woke. Boom, boom, boom. And my dick is broke.
Who are you gonna call? Dick Wambulance.
Dick Wambulance.
I think we just found the title for this week's episode. Dick Wambulance.
My name is Dick Wambulance. So I got a call. Yes, this ghost has a broken penis. Why the fuck are you calling me? I'm a podiatrist. Boo!
Why do you have a siren on your Ford Fiesta?
Well, because I'm Dick Wambulance.
Dick Wambulance.
All right, that's so stupid. I thought that was the stupidest thing we ever did was try to read that dumb song as two stupid
the
Cosbys.
Ghostbusters theme being Dick
Dick
Wambulance.
Okay. Anyway, sex dolls.
Who are you gonna call? Sex dolls.
So there is a poor child in shoot, where the hell was this? Scotland. Okay, so we're still staying around the area. Anyway, a Scotland mom was embarrassed when she realized she had sent her 5-year-old son to a nativity. There was a nativity scene, you know, like there's baby Jesus and 3 wise men and a crib or a fucking rocker thing, whatever. What do we call that?
Wheelless
It's not
carriage.
a crib. It's a
Wheelless carriage.
Yeah, it's a wheelless carriage, but there are also like little animals around. So he was gonna bring the sheep. The woman who sent her son to school with this sheep didn't realize that when she ordered off of Amazon, which by the way, it was actually marketed as on Amazon, Labree's Kids Boys Brown Shepherd Costume, Inflatable Sheep Nativity Fancy Dress Outfit, which sounds like a mash of broken English of somebody smashed a bunch of stuff in for keyword purposes.
Not describe what this is.
So okay, first of all, it looks like the kid's just wearing a napkin on his head, of some kind, like just a towel of some kind. So clearly
That's
it was
a bath towel with a rubber band around
Yes,
it.
and
Like Jesus did.
But the probably we didn't have anything else, right? It would have been a bath towel. It wouldn't have been anything fancy. But anyway,
you're right. Back then, we didn't have a better Jesus. The one we got with the napkin on his head is the one that made the history books.
Exactly. We're like, no frankincense more here. Just a fucking little dinky fucking twink with a goddamn fucking towel on his
I
head.
don't mean to speak out of turn. I brought the frankincense. I was invited to this party, and we're also supposed to bring gifts. But the host of honor, he was poor. Over there to the left is a way better Jesus. No offense, baby.
Yep.
That one over there, literally glowing, levitating 4 inches off his crib. He's wearing a crown of gold.
But mine came from a woman who couldn't find a place to stay. So I said, why don't you stay over in this barn over here? And then she gave birth in a haystack. So there's that.
When you put the baby Jesus in the woman, when she's not looking, you're the God of the world.
I can't tell if he's trying to sing or...
The girl in the barn, she's like, I'm pregnant. And you're like, I put a baby in her after I gave her some NyQuil.
Yeah, and that's how Jesus came to be. Cosby raped a woman in a barn after putting her out, and when she woke up, immaculate conception.
Bill, you've fallen from grace.
Bill, you're timeless. Literally, he literally is part of the multiverse, I believe, in his jail cell right now. He's fucking up our history. Tomorrow, we're talking today about how Kennedy got shot. Tomorrow,
Yeah. We're talking about how Jello got shot.
Yep.
It's gonna be our president. Be like, his Jello brain just flew all
I was
over.
at a bar the other night and they had Jello shots. Oh no! Cosby!
Why our best president? Oh my God! And Jello was his wife.
We have a new sitcom.
I like
we're
that
ready
joke.
to ready to produce now. Since this whole show is about making new content, Time Cosby.
Oh my fuck, dude! Time Cosby. We just gotta go to Justin Roiland with his old.
To the time machine. I go to different areas of time and in a bucket there's a jello pudding pop in the Stone Age. And suddenly they have fire because they found sticks.
They didn't have, dude. There are fucking trees all over the place. They didn't have sticks.
I don't know. I'm not Cosby. He's
guess,
more
yeah.
interested in the raping than the history.
That's true.
Where do you think black people came from? I raped a cave woman. They were all white at one point. And then I raped one.
Well, this is a new conspiracy theory I did not expect. And the fact that it's coming from Bill Cosby, I guess I can't necessarily call it racist, but god damn it, does it sound it. And so we're just going to get back to this nice little gentle story about a cute kid from Scotland. We're not going to do that. Never mind.
You ever wonder about the Asians?
Never mind. Nope. We're going to stop you there, Cosby. And we're going to get back to the web dropping story here.
Sometimes you don't
Why do
know.
I keep pausing to allow you to keep talking?
Sometimes you don't know when you have a best out Asian girl in your time machine that you gave a cappuccino to. She wakes up and runs amok in 2 BC. So they got all these new cars. They run on electricity.
I followed none of that. I mean, only because it was too complicated for me. I would like to get back to my story if I could, Cosby. In Scotland last Thursday, a mom was embarrassed when she realized she had sent her 5-year-old son to school for the nativity scene with a sheep sex doll she bought off Amazon that claimed it was a Labreeze Kids Boys brown shepherd costume inflatable sheep nativity fancy dress outfit Mega 2000.
To be fair,
yes,
it looks fine.
here's the thing.
It looks fine in the
looks
photos.
fine, and so I can understand based on the photos. It does turn out that it has one of those inflatable doll vaginas or whatever you call
A
that
cum
asshole.
reservoir.
I guess, yeah. So it's one of those joke inflatable dolls that people get their friends and stuff. Like this is totally a bachelor party thing that you get. Like, oh hey you got a sheep, and then you can fuck it. The thing that's kind of sad about this and cute is the kid brought it to school, and the obviously the teacher was like mortified and be like, you cannot have this, and then talked to the mom and explained to the mom what a sex doll sheep looked like, and was like, you shouldn't have ordered this. And then the mom was like, I didn't notice the big asshole / vagina in the back that you could fuck. So the mom's been trying to take this away from her kid, but the kid's like, why can't I have it, mom? And she can't obviously be like, because it's a fuckable toy. Well, because then the kid will try to fuck it, but also you just don't explain that to your 5-year-old at that point.
Yep.
So she's trying to explain why, like, she's like, oh, because, various reasons. So she's decided now to just wait till he's sleeping and steal the sheep and blame it on the elf on the shelf.
Nice.
I hope that she does that. She at least replaces it. I would say replace it with like a really, like, spend $100 on like an awesome like plush sheep that you know is not fuckable. I mean, everything's fuckable, but I mean, it's not intended to be fucked. And leave it for the kid and be like, hey, your inflatable sheep turned into a new type of sheep because the elf on the shelf came down and blessed it, and Santa Claus exists, etc. Do something nice like that, because this kid,
If you
in
lie
this
to your
picture,
kid about
looks like
Santa,
the cutest little kid.
you can lie about this.
First of all, yes, you can lie about anything to your kid, and you definitely should, because first of all, it's your mistake. You got this kid a toy that he loves. It just happens to be a fuckable inflatable sheep. So it is on you to fix this. And it sounds like she's got a good idea. She doesn't want to just be like, you can't have it, pop it, and fucking like leave, because
Oh, that made me sad, actually. I just thought of the fact that, like, a lot of Republicans, like Trump supporters, raise kids who then become those kind of Trump supporters. Flat earthers raise kids that must have the hardest time in school.
Yes.
Oh, it makes me really sad. Also,
Well, because the kids don't know that they're being
wrong,
taught
yeah.
stupid shit. In fact, they think they're right, and they've probably even been told by their parents, like, people are going to come at you like crazy, but they're part of the conspiracy, and they're telling you all these wrong things, but you got to fucking be staunch with it. So they're going to get cyberbullied into either, like, anger or suicide, or they'll actually be like, wait a minute, I have the internet, and they'll fucking look it up on their phone and be like, my parents are stupid. And then they'll go off and have an awesome music career because they'll write about how fucking stupid and shitty their parents were. And that's how, like, artists are made. So you know what? They're breeding the next generation of artists, hopefully.
now, for this, neither one of us are going to probably spin this into new content. What I'd like to do, actually, is to do a divergence on our new content ideal. I, with 2 friends earlier, went on Amazon and looked up sex dolls.
Okay.
And I specifically tried to find animal ones.
Okay.
I couldn't find any. But on my 3rd page of searches, you know how a sex doll would be shown on Amazon? It would be a picture of it to sell you the most appetizing version of it. Like, look at this sexy girl who with a fucking blank stare.
Yeah.
Or look at this.
With the wide open mouth, the blank stare, the fucking Mac and me mouth. Yeah.
I found 2 things that were disturbing. One was a woman's vagina, and the picture on Amazon was covered in what looked like a spray of water. Like, it had beads of water on it. And I was just like, why is it wet in the picture? That's gross. Number 2.
I think the same way, like, when you look at, like, Wendy's and all their
Oh, yeah,
lettuce
they
is
fake the
crisp,
food, yeah.
and,
Yeah.
like, it has water on it. You're like, I don't want water from Wendy's on my salad.
Yeah.
I want them to spin dry that shit.
The thing that made me cry laughing was there's a lot of like hips and torsos.
Yes.
So
yeah.
and a lot of them.
You mean but they're like there's no legs and it's just literally
just the hips with the vagina,
Yeah.
or just the torso with the vagina and
yes.
tits.
I've definitely and there's vajankles
My
on there
favorite
too.
pick, and this made me and my friends cry laughing, was it was not done like in a photo shoot where it's like, look at these breasts, look at this pussy, look at this fake shit. It showed the brown box it comes in, camera straight down, wrapping paper covering it, and it was a full torso with no head, legs, or arms. And I'm just like, that looks like something you'd see in a horror movie.
Definitely.
It looked like a wrapped, severed human torso.
Like it would be like in one of these Christmas
because
horror
it was
movies.
wrapped. You couldn't even inspect the item.
Like we sort of started the show on is like one of these like Christmas horror movies where somebody goes to like under the tree and there's just a wrapped torso of their parents under there. Like that would be what would be there.
Yeah.
It would be. I mean, granted, it would be bleeding.
No,
and
it
all
was
that
a
kind of stuff.
plastic
Yeah.
wrapped, armless, legless, headless torso in a brown box with
Yes.
a down shot. And I'm
Yeah.
just like,
I don't want to order that because if they fucking check that out, they're gonna be wondering what I'm doing.
you might go on a list. No,
Yeah.
no, you're going on a
Oh,
list.
you've been on a list the second you. I mean,
wonder-
Amazon's sharing the shit out to everybody.
I wonder we're gonna be-
Bezos is just fucking jerking off about how fucked he's making the whole world by ordering this weird shit.
And who fucks a headless, legless, armless torso?
Well, I mean, if it was living,
They're not alive. That's funny. So this is the end of the show, and we're about to go into another checkup with Bruce and Jason Jr.
Jason Jr., yeah.
To the rest of you out there, we want to say a hearty holiday wish to you because we also have Hanukkah going on right now.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure you hit up our social medias. Make sure to hit us up at Twitter at The Lost at Home. Jerry, you're at Sonic Jalopy.
I'm at Sonic Jalopy, and
You're Sonic Jalopy
Although, yeah, I
everywhere.
was gonna say I don't really use the Twitter, but if you check me out on Instagram, I'm working on some fun art stuff. Recently, I haven't posted in a while because I've been working on it to a lot of study shit recently.
Yep.
So I've got a bunch of stuff ready to drop pretty soon. Some fun stuff. Also,
I've been watching them. I've been watching them happen. I've been around your house. Dick collages made of fingers.
Yes.
Brilliant.
I know.
Brilliant.
Because people are like, that's a dick, and they're like, wait, no, they're fingers. That means something.
Yep.
Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. I guess.
Actually, it's not bad.
Actually
It's
not
not
bad.
bad.
I kind of want to. That's ours. That's ours.
everything
Copyright.
we say is copyrighted.
Copyright 2018 Lost at Home.
Also, make sure to hit up our fan page on Facebook. That's where we talk to our fans the most. It's an invite-only thing because we're a little randy on there and don't have any filters. Facebook has been kind enough to not take it down. So go to Lost at Home podcast on Facebook. There is both a page and a fan page. Like both, but the page is mainly an alert to events and our new episodes.
Yes.
But if you go to the fan page, you get to join our discussion, and we do a lot of extra stuff there. Also, patreon.com/lostandhome. $3 a month keeps the lights on in the studio, and you get a ton of new extra content. Last month alone, we put up, I think, 9 new episodes of content.
Yes,
so
yeah.
make
There's
sure
a ton
to...
of shit out there, and we are just cranking away.
There's
Put some
actually more episodes on Patreon than on our regular feed now. The lengths may vary, like me on a cold day.
Oh, that's funny. Get lost.
Get lost.
I gotta say, I didn't expect to be hunting for wereplanes.
Airwolves.
Right, airwolves down in this bunker, but here we are. At one moment, we're filling up our vehicle. The next, we're on the heels of the Wolfman after some very dicey situations along the way.
Why are you talking like that? I know what has happened. There's no need for exposition.
Right. So, you sure you know where you're going?
Of course. We're on the outskirts of the lair of the Airwolves.
Wereplanes?
And I remember Sheila giving me a tour of the whole area. Why, there's the basketball court. Only they call it Wolf's Ball.
I see.
And to your right, you'll see a Taco Bell. Only they call it Taco Wolf.
I sense a pattern here.
And straight ahead, there's the House of Blues. Only...
Let me guess. Only they call it House of Wolves.
No, silly. It's just called the House of Blues. It's where the famous blues musician Howling Wolf got his start. Only they call him Howling Wolf.
Well, what better way to spend the holidays than down in a bunker getting a tour of wereplane landmarks?
Airwolf landmarks. And yes, they say it's important to spend your holidays with the ones you love. but you killed my Sheila, and my parents divorced me, but when I was 9.
Wait, how old are you now?
8.
I knew it was dumb to ask. So, let's see, Sheila, huh? Kind of an odd name for a airwolf?
That's just what they call her. Her real name was...
Ah, a rose by any other name.
She took me here, and we had Thanksgiving dinner with her family. Only they called it Wolfsgiving.
I only let you out of my sight for an hour, man, and you managed to have an entire turkey dinner?
No, they're vegan.
Vegan werewolves?
No, their veganism comes from the airplane side of the family. Well, Wolfsgiving is mostly a combination of drinking petrol and howling.
There are no windows in here, man. I thought they only howled at the moon.
No, they'll howl at almost any illuminated circle or sphere. I saw them once howl at a shiny dinner plate for nearly 40 minutes. I didn't want to be rude, so I howled as well. It went over well with the family.
Well, that's all well and good they accept you and all, but remember, now we're coming back after killing Sheila.
You mean...
Yes. Anyway, I think it's best if we keep quiet and maybe sneak around a bit first. Really analyze the situation before jumping on into the nest, agree?
If you say so, Bruce.
Well, it doesn't look like they're home here, so let's hide around back and get some rest until they show up.